house feels like it's floating. And though I couldn't say before, I saw another house here, but I heard by innocent chatter that there is a house within a house. So that explains why I saw a different house. This house is floating. And I hear the laughter. He's bouncing. He's here, then he's there, then he's here, then he's here, then he's there. He's here, he's bouncing, he's very fast. That's the way I'm being pulled, so okay. I'm gonna go that way. Oh. Oh. Wow. Hmm. Mm-hmm.
Can you articulate that?
I'm trying to figure out where it is exactly. I don't think we're standing on it. Pentagram on the floor, but I can't tell if it's here, above, or below. Witchcraft on the floor, candles. They're doing rituals, chants, discussions of things that shouldn't be discussed.
Can you elaborate a little bit?
I feel weird with people listening to me. Getting rid of people.
Killing, murder?
Right, getting rid of people. Up to 5. Four successful. 1 remains. Laughter. Stairs, it sounds like a piano.
I don't know what that means.
I don't either. I just have to say it the way it is. It may make sense later. Stairs, it sounds like a piano.
The Monroe house is an interesting and intriguing location. The reason I think so is that places like the Monroe house, with the stories and legends and claims of the paranormal activity that happens there, resonates with a lot of people because it's a quintessential archetypal haunted home with a dark story associated with it. So in my observation and research and study over the years, these are the things that resonate the most with people. People are afraid of the dark, they're afraid of the boogeyman, they like that in paranormal pulp culture. It's going to resonate with a lot of people. So that makes this particular story and location attractive to most. And that will draw not only a lot of horror enthusiasts, paranormal enthusiasts, but paranormal investigators as well. So I think that is to be said right up front about the location. And while working with Matt Benton on the Man vs. Paranormal film, the Monroe house is definitely one of the locations that's going to be featured in the film, primarily because of the things I just mentioned and the stuff that he was able to capture that you will have to see when the film comes out. When I initially arrived onto the location to film with Matt for Man vs. Paranormal, it was interesting to me. We're dealing with a area in Indiana that's very remote, very rural. It's a small historic town. It hasn't really seen any development at all for a long time. You're dealing with a house that has not been fixed up. It's old. It's been through, subjected to a lot of construction and change. There was allegedly a burning of the original home. They rebuilt and added on some other structures to the home. They essentially turned it into a duplex, so multiple families were living in the home for a while. There's a lot of legend and lore surrounding it, and it's up to me to figure out if any of these claims and stories and lore have any validity to them, and what my role and job is as a paranormal investigator is to go in there and try to find supporting evidence of those things. And I have to say, I believe that I have initially. It's going to take much more investigation, but my initial feeling that I get when I go into the Monroe house, it feels off. It feels dreadful. It feels like there's a lot of depression associated with the location. It could be psychosomatic because of the state that the home is in. Its windows are got plastic up over, where the windows are to kind of insulate it because the windows are bad. It's not finished inside. It's not restored. So it's got that creepy factor to it. But especially around the area that we call the Blue Room, that is over the basement, that area especially does not feel right. It just feels off, and I would love to find out why, and you'll see in this video what other people feel about it.
Someone's sick, coughing, lung problems, not well. Oh, someone's saying save me.
You know where it's coming from?
It came from in there. It's just the sound. And someone died in this house. Another save me, softer, a gurgle, like asthma or bad lungs.
I'm just going to take note. I just witnessed the top barn door of my mat box being pushed down by itself twice without anyone touching it. I've never seen that happen.
Bad lungs.
I'm just going to take note. I just witnessed the top barn door of my mat box being pushed down by itself twice without anyone touching it. I've never seen that happen before.
Another help me. Oh. Wow.
Just watch your step.
Yeah, I know. This floor was missing for a good while. The basement must be really under here. I feel like I'm not even standing on a floor. I hear voices, all kind of softly crying. The man with the laughter. You just spoke in my ear. What are you going to do about it? Nothing right now. Chanting some kind of weird nursery rhyme. Pansy, pansy, something. Panty. Like being rude, but laughing.
Like he's trying to creep you out?
Probably, but
something he does on the normal.
Yeah, it's normal for him. He's just being rude. I think that's why he stepped back over there, because I didn't freak out and run out the door when he did the, what are you gonna do? It's all good, dude. It's all good. Yes. Yes. They're asking if I was the one that visited the other night. Can I do something? Yes. Yes. I know. It feels like a long time.
This entity my mother reports about is very tricky and nasty and rude. It was allegedly trapping some souls in certain locations in the video. One place in particular was in the basement in an area where the coal chute was. You will see an investigation conducted in that area in this video.
They seem to be in there, so I'm gonna carry that way.
Just watch your step.
Yeah, I know, right? Oh, wow. No wonder I couldn't tell. Wow. I think that's wet, isn't there? Water in there.
Yeah, it probably is.
Okay, bless their hearts. Well, they're all jammed in there.
Who's they?
There are, I can't tell how many. The room's full of children anywhere from 5 to 6 to teenagers to young adults to your age to my age is all crammed in this room.
What do you think? Why do you think that is?
Because of the man I'm calling the Joker at this point that's laughing. He's played games and he's tricked them, and somehow he's made them to believe that they are trapped and can't get out. And so some, of course, have been here longer than others. And I feel like someone has died in this room as well, right here.
Do you know how? Or?
No, I do not know how. Oh. Well, I can't trust it. I heard someone say gunshot, but I don't know. I heard it, I didn't feel it.
Right.
I feel someone laying there.
So, we have an entity in this house that may be not allowing people to leave, to trick them into thinking that they're trapped somehow. I don't like that. I mean, if you are a negative entity, I got a bone to pick with you, but I don't want to actively provoke. I've heard of you attacking people, touching them. If you really want to give a display of your abilities, do something to me. As
That's why everybody comes here. They want to believe in the haunting. They want to believe that you exist. I heard you like to play games. I'm willing to play along. We're sitting here in the dark. This would be a great time to just scare the shit out of us. Was that a low knock?
Yeah, I didn't move.
Is that you? On the steps? What happened down here? We got a problem with women?
Why don't you like women?
I got a woman upstairs that'd love to talk to you. You're not afraid, are you? I almost want to see if my mom will come down here. See what she's doing. Stick tight for a second. Hey Mom, you want to come down with me for a second?
My theory on this, and this is just my personal opinion with my experiences, I have been attacked here before. I have had several things happen to me. But I also do believe that so-called negative energy that's here, I think can manipulate itself to be whatever you want it to be. If you want it to be a demonic entity and that's what you're looking for, it can present itself that way. If you're looking for it to be a little kid, it can be a little kid. It can be, if you're looking for it to be something non-human, it could be non-human. I think it presents itself as something that you want it to be, and I think that's why everybody gets different experiences here. But the one thing I have noticed is everybody comes in looking for demonic. So, you know, whether that be a trend, whether that be a fact, in my personal opinion, there is something here that's negative. It has attacked me, it has done things to me that make me believe they could possibly be demonic. But, you know, that's to each their own. But like I said, my personal opinion is that it's a trickster. It's a manipulator. It can manipulate you. It can manipulate me. It can manipulate your teammates. It can manipulate your equipment. So, and that itself, can be a multitude of things. But in my opinion, like I said, and I'll repeat it again, it presents itself as something that you want it to be, because it's done it to me several times. So it's a manipulator, a trickster, a prankster. Is it straight out of hell demonic? God, I would hope not, because I think it would hurt us all if it was truly like that.
So how long do you think it would take someone to hang out in this house and live before they would start having problems?
Pretty soon. I'd say within a week, if not sooner. Sometimes new people will chase everything into a corner.
Mm-hmm.
Hello? Hello? Do you hear me? Don't you want to come out and play? You were so eager before. I don't play fair. Anyone else like to speak?
I want to hear from the people that's in this basement that's allegedly trapped. Or is something keeping you from speaking?
I could hear them. I don't know if you picked up anything.
I didn't hear anything.
Some of them's on their knees and on their hands, and then some are just right behind them, so they're kind of like all stacked up in this opening right here. And a few of them says, "He won't let us out. We're trapped. He won't let us out."
Who won't let you out?
The man, the bad man.
Reach out and touch my hand. You can leave there. Touch my hand. You have the power to leave.
To them, it's a force field. 3 of them touched your hand.
I was feeling something.
This one little one here in the front tried to turn around and stick his ass out and back out of it, and he couldn't. It was like elastic was holding. Rubber. It's stretchy, but he couldn't get through it.
like a really prickly. Resisting. There's water in here, yay!
Yeah.
Mom, I want you to see if you can hear if my message gets across, okay? Wow, that's powerful. Here you go. 1, 2, 3. Gather it up again. Stand together. You are not slaves. You are not slaves. Use your strength.
Justin, you move sideways. Just look, turn sideways. All right. There goes one. There goes one. Whoa. There they go. Uh-oh. You don't hear that, do you?
No.
I
Wow.
heard tingling like bells.
Yeah, they're going out, but he's up in that very top room. It sounds like an earthquake up there in the ether world, not in this reality. Whoa, there they went. You should only feel residual because they've been in there so long.
I told them to all combine their will and do it together. They all individually felt like slaves and they felt like they were stuck in that mode.
Mm-hmm. I did a little, looked like little fireflies. I was trying to make this a little lighter for him because it was a mess. Right?
It definitely feels happy in here now.
Yeah, they slipped on out. There's that poor little girl upstairs. But there is going to be residual in there for a good while. But yeah, they've split. They're completely flipping on. Wow.
That feels better.
The basement's so empty.
Personally, I expected it to be more active than it was while we were there. Just from, I guess, from the stuff that I had seen. Being that it's widely known, it's kind of hard to stay away from a location like that and not know a lot about what's been investigated before, what other teams have picked up on. It's been on TV multiple times, so you've seen what they supposedly have ran into. There's a lot of hearsay and a lot of myths that go into that building. So yeah, going in, I expected a lot. A ton of activity, a ton of negativity. Pretty much, as everybody labels it, the demon house. I fully expected to walk in there and be, you know, like a location that you physically and mentally did not want to be in, that actually affected you and had a lot of stuff going on in a short amount of time, and there was none of that.
What is your real impression of the location after your first walkthrough?
It's haunted. It gives you a weird vibe. It's not a malevolent, you know, demon-like vibe, but I don't know how I want to say it. It's just weird. I didn't even want to go in the house when I got there.
But not because of fear?
No. My head hurt so bad all the way there. And it was right across my forehead. So bad that I had to lay down.
Is it psychology? Is there some validity behind this being real? Is these dark energies at this location real? That is yet to be seen. What interests me is when I brought on a metaphysicist, which is my mother in this case, in this video, I'll leave her completely blind. I put her in my car, drive her 3 hours out of state without telling her where we're going, any information whatsoever. I have her walk through the location and give me her impressions. And what's insane to me is that not only did she hit on all of the claims and known facts about the location, we were able to pick up things during her walkthrough that correlated what she was experiencing that I did not see or hear. In a particular instance, she was walking up the stairs. She was telling me that she was being barred by a particular entity, and she was, pushing on. When she was going up the stairs, she was reporting to me that this entity would lob severed heads down the stairs and they were bouncing down the steps, and she asked if I heard it. I said no, but on playback it's definitely there. That is completely crazy to me, but that goes to show that there's something to voice phenomena. There's something about sounds coming across recording devices and microphones that we cannot hear. There's something that we need to understand about that, and the Monroe house might have some answers.
Oh. Someone is being held upstairs as well.
Alright, well, if you don't mind, we'll keep moving.
Yes.
I just want to get a walk through.
Okay.
And then we can, if you pick up on anything else, then of course the evening we'll just cross that bridge when we get there.
Yeah.
Do that doorway.
Yeah, I know. He just stopped me. No, I'm going to go up. He said I can't go up
Mike says you can.
there. He's saying nursery rhymes like step on a crack, break your mother's back. Do you really want to come up here? Okay.
That's not creepy at all.
No, not at all. Oh, he's rolling heads down the stairway. I hope you heard that.
I didn't hear anything. I just heard footsteps.
I meant on the rebound. He's saying nursery rhymes like step on a crack, break your mother's back. Do you really want to come up here? Okay.
That's not creepy at all.
No, not at all. Oh, he's rolling heads down the stairway. I hope you heard that.
I didn't hear anything. I just heard footsteps.
I meant on the rebound. He's saying nursery rhymes like step on a crack, break your mother's back. Do you really want to come up here? Okay.
That's not creepy at all.
No, not at all. Oh, he's rolling heads down the stairway. I hope you heard that.
I didn't hear anything. I just heard footsteps.
I meant on the rebound. Wow. Awesome, dude.
Just so I heard you right, you said rolling heads?
Yes, he's rolling chopped, decapitated heads down the stairway.
What the fuck?
Yeah, he's happy. He's having a good time. Evidently, he doesn't want me to see something. I don't know exactly where you're at. Okay. Where? She's trapped here somewhere.
She?
Yeah, it's a girl, female. She's trapped, like, I can't find her exactly. Where is she? She's like in a wall or the floor or something, or trapped in something. Maybe. Maybe. All right. Well, watch the back of your head. He likes to slap the back of your heads.
Go ahead and slap the back of my head. I would love to experience that.
I'm nobody. I'm just me. He's asking, who do I think I am? Just here to visit.
There was another entity trapped upstairs, and there's a lot of reports that correlated with that. When people would go by, they would see a woman in the window in the upstairs bedroom, and she also picked up on a woman that was trapped in that same bedroom. So that's all interesting to me. The fact that she was able to come in there and tell me that there was occult practices done there. You know, the fact that she was able to tell me that there was a death in the basement. These all things line up with the stories and lore behind the location. So I cannot push that aside. I can't ignore that. The fact that I'm skeptical and objective, and you know, I just want to see evidence instead of relying on influence from paranormal pop culture, movies, and you know, the psychology of the mind. I just want to see evidence of these things before I start going to that. So there is, you know, the compass pointer is pointing to that direction after a few times investigating the Monroe house, but there needs to be much more investigating to occur, because a lot of people go into those locations, they put out videos, they put out information about what kind of experiences they had there, or maybe some EVPs or some apparitions that they've seen. There is a lot to say about letting in a lot of people at a location, because I believe people can project their thoughts, their intentions, and their energies onto a location and cause things to happen. And when that's occurring, it's hard to determine that from any original haunting or paranormal phenomenon that may be occurring in the location. So I just want to put that out there. To have a team go in there and have a little bit more control of the location probably is the best thing for the Monroe house, but we'll see if anything like that occurs in the future. The Monroe house is mysterious, as it's called on the Facebook page. Will we discover what's going on and find evidence of it? Maybe not. But to go there and experience the location yourself is definitely worth your time. The owner, Eddie, and Pam, they have had experiences, but they and just we have to leave it on the table and not just forget about it and just be completely skeptical about everything that occurs. So I hope you enjoy this video. I plan to be doing a lot more paranormal research and investigation at the Monroe house. How much I do is yet to be seen.
My message to everybody that wants to experience the mysterious Monroe house hauntings for themselves, you know, you can watch the Doorways Investigation Group's videos, you can watch the Nick Groff Paranormal Lockdown TV shows, and you can watch other investigators' YouTube shows and everybody else's shows and everything else. But I recommend coming here and booking it. Go to the Mysterious Monroe House Facebook page, ask for a booking, you know, pay your $150 fee, come here with your team or yourself or whoever, experience it for yourself, because we can all tell you what's here, what we think is here. Everybody's opinions are different. Some are the same. I expect people to come and, you know, experience it for themselves. So that would be what I would suggest, because everybody has a different view on life. Everybody has a different view on death, and everybody has a different view on afterlife. And I think this house provides you with answers. You just have to listen. And you need to listen for yourself and not everybody else.
I heard a voice behind me from the kitchen as I was standing in the living room. And it was like right over my shoulders. I can't remember, I think it said hello or something, but it was like right over my shoulder. I do remember that one. Just and kind of hearing stuff like that. It wasn't really, there was nothing really that come up and did anything drastic except for that, the disembodied voice stuff. I heard another voice upstairs that would seem like a disembodied voice. And then just, you know, the random noises here and there. Nothing really jumped out and said, you know, I'm here or something's here, like they portray on TV, where they run around and go all crazy because they make it seem like shit's happening all the time. That was not going on.
Was there any particular locations inside that you didn't like?
The room with the funky carpet.
The red room?
Yeah, and the basement.
Why?
The basement, I guess, for obvious reasons.
What's
It's the basement, it's dark, it's eggy, it's gross. There could be spiders and mice, but the basement didn't feel that dark to me. The entire house didn't feel that dark to me. It was just like that one room felt like something bad had happened in that room.
But
But it was just that room, yeah.
Well, I've been a skeptic. I've always wanted to believe, but never had that evidence. The first 2 times I came here, it was quiet, so quiet. And I think what it was for me was I heard everybody else's stories, and I just wanted to experience that. And just finally, I've experienced things that I'm not used to experiencing, things that are unexplainable, and it's interesting. It keeps me wanting to come back. Yeah.
So, can you elaborate a little bit on some of the things you have experienced?
If I've had feelings of things touching me, my K2 meter going off at times that it shouldn't, and we've had a time where me and Mike were standing next to each other and I was getting hits. He put his right next to mine and he was getting nothing. So that's interesting. Definitely noises, hearing talking, just a lot of random things happening.
Well, it's interesting to have the dolls here. There has been a few children here, but they weren't happy. They were like abandoned, like orphan children. Very sad. Very sad faces. Oop. There's a mass here, but I can't, it's not. It's just a mass, an energy mass. It's not positive, negative, dark, light. It's just a mass. I'm not sure what that is.
The doorway?
I think. I think it might be part of the house hiding in here. Yeah. How odd. I've never seen a house do that. Wow.